Let's go to September the 26th, 2018. Before I get going, a couple things you should know about me. One, I'm a huge Jameis Winston supporter. I love Jameis Winston. I see him through rose-colored glasses. I fully admit it. I embrace the hate that I get because of it. I understand it. I live here in Charlotte. And, not just here in Charlotte, but across the board, no matter where I'm at, I'm generally getting hate for how much I love Jameis Winston. Even Bucs fans, right, talk trash on Jameis Winston. I get it. But I'm just putting it out there so you understand my perspective when I say what I got to say. I said this after the Week 2 game. Fitzpatrick has got to remain the starter. He's the hot hand. He's the guy that's just tearing it up right now. You leave him in there. Now, the first half of that Steelers game on Monday night kind of showed you that it's not just Fitzpatrick that's responsible for how good the offense looked. Yes, a lot of it obviously is on him, right? He's got to hit his guys. But the offensive line was playing out of this world in games 1 and 2. First half against the Steelers, not so much. And really, I say that, but it was really after that second, third drive, after they got that touchdown, the offensive line, I don't know what it was, but they just weren't protecting Fitzpatrick the way that they were. I don't know. It just seemed to me that way. Now, granted, I think that second drive was a short drive, but whatever. My point is that I don't think that Fitzpatrick is as bad as he looked in the first half, and I don't think he's as good as he looked in games 1 and 2, or in the second half of game 3. They're going to play the Chicago Bears this week, and one of two things is going to happen. I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. But one of two things is going to happen. Either Fitzpatrick manages the game, doesn't turn the ball over, hits his targets, and our defense can contain the Bears just good enough to where we can win. So I'm saying 21-17, right? I don't know about that, though. Khalil Mack, the Bears defense, I think they're pretty legit. My thought is that the Bucs get smashed. You got a bye week. Jameis Winston comes back in against the Falcons. That's what I think is going to happen. Personally, I've said this before. I'm a Bucs fan first and foremost. I'm rooting for Fitzpatrick. I'm not going to try to get political here, but it's like people that root for our president to fail, right? That's like rooting for Fitzpatrick to fail because you want Jameis Winston to come in and take over. No, I don't want that to happen. I want the Bucs to win. I want them to keep winning. And at this point, I don't see a clear-cut advantage in Jameis Winston. It's not like I go, well, I think Jameis Winston could take us further in the playoffs. No. I'm a believer in the offensive line. I'm a believer in can our defense not get completely trucked the way that Chris Conte did in that game. Now, it comes out Chris Conte was playing with some knee damage or something, right? Now he's on injured reserve. Maybe he was. I got a problem with guys that are a liability. You want to play and you want to be tough, hey, man, that's great. But when you're a liability and you get trucked, I'm not going to have any sympathy for you because you put our team in a bad position because you were trying to man up. Dude, I don't care. I don't want you to man up. I want somebody out there that's 100% strength that's not going to get blown over by the Steelers tight end, trucked so the guy can run for 76 yards or whatever he did to get that touchdown. So, for me personally, I want Fitzpatrick to play well. Based on what I've seen from the Bears so far and Khalil Mack, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that the Bears defense is going to wreck Fitzpatrick. Because I don't think that the Steelers defense was that good, and they looked really good against our Bucs. So, we'll see what happens here. But I think that you're going to see Jameis Winston come in after the bye against the Falcons. That's what I think is going to happen. Do I hope that happens? No. I hope Fitzpatrick lights it up this weekend. I hope he goes berserk. I hope he becomes the first player in history to throw 4 games for 400 yards. I hope he lights it up. but I don't think that's going to happen. The last thing I want to see is the Bucs go 2-2 after a 2-0 start, right? Don't want to see that happen, right? Worst case scenario, at the end of this week, going to the bye, you're only one game out of first place. But I still obviously would rather see them get the win and stick with Fitzpatrick. As much of a Jameis Winston guy as I am, because I'm a big-time Jameis Winston fan. And I had to hear people today at work. I was out of the office yesterday at another facility, so I had to hear people at work today. Oh, the magic is gone. Blah, blah, blah. Haters. Anyways, that's all I got. Let me know what you think. Who do you want to be the quarterback? Are you a Jameis Winston hater, or do you love him? Or do you really not even care? That's all I got. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out.